So Ben, what was the first thing that inspired you to pick up pen and put it to paper?
I went in, my dad was an accountant in magazines in the 70s and I used to love go, should we just... Fucking, yeah, I think so. Fuck, I don't know. Yeah, now it's on side.
Yeah, I did that. I can't get it before the
Yeah. All right, should we go again?
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
Your dad. We can pick up at your dad. So,
Yeah.
your dad.
Okay, so I used to go into the office and see the commercial artists there in the magazines in the 70s when they had full art departments of, you know, old school commercial artists, and that was quite inspiring to see that it was a job that you could do. So I always was drawn more to the idea of being a professional artist to make a living out of doing art. I was never a sort of artist that was on a mission that I had something to get out. I just liked the casual idea of, rather than, you know, driving a truck or digging a hole, drawing a picture sounds like a good job. I'd like to do that.
You just mentioned the commercial artists. Your art sits in a really interesting place. A lot of artists don't want to sell out, but they do aspire for success in galleries and museums. You've always been very comfortable being a commercial artist, but you've still got street cred. How did you do it?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that I have street cred, but I do have no hang-ups about commercial stuff. Like I said originally, the idea of doing it as a job is cool to me, and I am a bit dumbfounded really at the industry of the arts, and the people that really make the money are the administrators, and the whole, it's that world you're talking about that a lot of people want to get into, and I don't really have any time for that. I'm happy to be a commercial artist, show art in a gallery, do whatever you can and just punch on through without thinking too much about it. I can look at any fine art and be thoroughly impressed and really like it, but I don't have a deep knowledge of it. I've never studied it. I never studied or went to art school. I did do a fine arts course at C4 Tech, and they told me, you might as well just leave and get a job. You're a commercial artist, not a painter, sort of thing.
There's some amazing concert and rock poster artists around the world, guys like Kozik and Coop. You're possibly the best Aussie who's in that league. What does it feel like to be doing rock posters? What's the process of doing those posters for the musicians?
There's pretty much, I don't get a brief most of the time. Sometimes you get a bit of a brief, but pretty much it's like to do one for Pearl Jam. The brief is pretty much do whatever you like, but don't use pink. I don't know why, no pink. Bigger ones, they'd normally pretty much just send us a rough and they'll approve it and off we go. So it varies all around, but most of the time it's pretty open. There's no one ever really saying, you know, we must have this or we must have that. And frankly, I wouldn't see the job through. I'd be like, I'm pretty busy. Try this guy.
So your art then is a heck of a lot of fun visually, but it's also pretty complex visually, as well as a lot of iconography and different stuff going on when you look at any of your works. What would you say is the philosophy behind your work?
Not a lot. I honestly don't care what other people think. I just really do it for myself. Lucky that people will buy it and engage you for it and things like that, but I really don't mind. I'm lucky enough to have enough work that if it's not working out for me or when I'm not agreeing on something, then I'm happy just to not go any further. I'm not going to bust my ass to try and finish something. There's not really anything that I want to tell people. I think also that's there to look at. I'm not a big one for having explanations or things. It is pretty stupid art. It's pretty base. It's fun. It's taking the piss. It's just there to pretty much get a laugh. There's not that much importance I put into things. You know, all I'm looking for is, oh, that's pretty sick, or dope, that's dope. You know, so, things like that. I'm not looking really for anything, and I don't really have anything to explain, which might be a weird thing for an artist. It's more ideas and techniques myself that I look for to be pushing forward to. I don't care about where things are in the state of the world. because I'm old enough to know that things keep changing, whether it's music and there's no venues, or whether it's an artistic style that's in right now that's really stupid, or anything like that. You know, it's all going to come around and go around and stuff like that. So I just like really big, dumb, loud stuff.
Awesome. Thanks, East Ben.
Thanks, Simon. That's cool. Cool.